The words hit him like a punch to the gut. "I'm leaving you for him," she said,
They
her voice
snapped.
trembling as if she couldn't quite believe it herself. The man who had stood by her through thick and thin, the one who had loved her unconditionally, was suddenly not enough. And yet, there she was, admitting that she was walking away not just from their marriage, but from everything they had built together. But what she didn't know, what she couldn't possibly know in that moment, was that he had been planning something of his own, something she would never see coming. Before we dive deeper into this mind-bending tale of betrayal, make sure to hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss what happens next. For Mark, the pain wasn't just about her leaving. No, it was something darker. For years, he'd ignored the small signs, the late nights at work, the secretive phone calls, and the way her eyes seemed to drift away when he spoke. But when he finally discovered the truth, it tore him apart. She had rekindled a relationship with her ex. Her ex. The same man who had broken her heart before they had even met. The one who had always loomed like a shadow over their relationship. And now he was back, taking her away. Mark had never been more hurt in his life. But beneath that hurt, a cold, calculated resolve began to form. Why? Mark asked, his voice barely above a whisper. He needed to know. Needed to understand how everything they had shared could be tossed aside for a man who had already proven he was unworthy. The silence between them stretched, heavy with the weight of unspoken truths. Then she said it. "I thought I could give him another chance. I never stopped loving him." A hollow emptiness filled her eyes as she spoke those words, the words that would change everything. Mark's mind raced. He felt the world shifting beneath his feet, and in that moment he made a choice. She would leave. But she would never get the chance to find happiness with him again. As she packed her things, Mark remained eerily calm. He didn't raise his voice, didn't plead for her to stay. He simply watched her, each movement reminding him of the years they had spent together, the love, the laughter, the dreams they had built. But while she was in the other room, saying her final goodbyes, Mark picked up his phone and made a call. His voice was steady as he spoke, finalizing the plans he had kept hidden from her. He had been planning this for months, every step calculated, every detail accounted for. He knew where she would go, her ex's house. She had mentioned it too many times in passing. The night was set, and Mark had a plan to make sure she never forgot what she had done. Hours later, after she had left, Mark stood at the doorstep of the ex's apartment, waiting in the shadows. His heart wasn't racing. No, it was calm, cold. He wasn't here for revenge. He was here for justice. He had already contacted her ex, but he hadn't told him the full story. He hadn't told him that Mark knew everything, how they had been in contact behind his back, how the two of them had betrayed him together. No, Mark wasn't here to cause a scene. He was here to make her ex feel the same emptiness that he had felt. When the door opened, Mark didn't speak. He didn't need to. The silence between him and her ex was deafening. All the years of pain, of lying, came crashing down in that single, unspoken moment. It wasn't what Mark had expected, though. Her ex stood there, his face confused at first, and then the realization hit him. The whole thing had been a trap. A test. Mark wasn't there for revenge. He was there to take back control of his life. He wasn't angry anymore. No, he was done with anger. He was done with being the victim. Mark turned to leave without saying another word. The damage had been done. She would never know the full extent of his plans. She would never know how far he had gone to reclaim his own life, his own dignity. But one thing was certain, she would never forget the price of her betrayal. So, what do you think? Was Mark's plan justified? Or did he go too far? Let us know in the comments. And remember, betrayal is never as simple as it seems. Sometimes the real story is one you never see coming. Don't forget to subscribe for more tales that will leave you thinking long after the video ends.